Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading here. So this morning in the pre-market, we continued to see that hot momentum. It's great to see. We had PLRZ. That was the stock that I traded this morning, and it went up almost 100, just about 175% from yesterday's close at its highs. That is an awesome move. I'm going to go over the criteria on why I traded this stock. If you've watched my channel, you understand that I like to educate, why I trade a stock, where I get in, where I get out, what I'm looking for. Okay. I hope that's why you guys are watching these. I hope that you're learning, and I hope that you're doing well in your own trading. All right. So before I get started, hit the thumbs up for the video. And if you are new, consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, let's go into this. So again, I trade a lot before I go to work, right? So when the kids are getting ready for school, that is when I'm sitting down at my desk where I can really focus on what is moving in the market. And I'm in the Northeast. It's Eastern Standard Time, right? So between 7 and 9 a.m., that's when I'm really locked in at those pre-market big gainers, okay? So that's when I'm looking at these stocks. That's when a lot of news is coming out. Anywhere from 7 to 9 a.m., you'll see a lot of news releases. That's my catalyst for why the stock has a lot of attention. And there's other criteria that I look at. But the first thing you need is and not always, right? So you're not always going to get a big news release for a stock that's going up a lot. It may just be going up a lot for whatever reason and doesn't have news. I like to trade something that has that news catalyst that is making that stock move, right? So this morning, this company at 7:55 had news come out, and this is what I saw, right? So good for the company, good news for the company, and the stock reacted to it. Now, that's not all I look at. There may be a company with news that's up a decent percent, but I don't like the company's float, okay? The float means the shares that are available to the public to buy and sell, okay? So that's the first thing I look at. After the news catalyst, I go over and I want to see what the float of PLRZ is. So we go over here to Yahoo, click on statistics, scroll down, and you'll see your float here. That is amazingly low float. This is what I look for and pray for every morning, is to have a under 1 million float. Now, why is that a good thing? Because when you have a float so small, so a very limited amount of shares, and you have huge demand, which is everybody trading it, buying and selling it, you can really get some super quick spikes in the stock, okay? This is momentum trading at its best. This is what I love. This is why I come in here and I sit down every morning. I look for stocks like this. So the float was amazing. The news was good. Now we look where to get involved. Now, the way that I like to trade, again, this first trade that I made was so much better than the second trade. I only made $22 on the second trade. The first trade, I made 90. So that was my really good trade right here. Now, why did I trade this? Why didn't I trade it on the first few bars going up? Well, I was digesting the news. I was looking at the float. Now, when I see something that I like, this is my 1 minute chart up here, right? This yellow dotted line, that's VWAP. That's the volume weighted average price of the stock. Anything over that is showing a very strong stock. This is the 9 EMA that's also up on my screen. Now, my first trade was the 1 minute pullback, okay? It rose really quickly on news, And then I waited for that 1 minute pullback. You see this red candle here. It pulls on back to VWAP. I get in anticipating that next 1 minute candle to make a new high. It's anticipating a move. It's something that this is how I trade. I don't wait for the confirmation. I will anticipate it. And, doing it for so long, you can kind of see this stuff taking place. Okay. You just have to do it for a long time. Watch the market for a long time, these stocks, the way that they move. And that's where I got in. So I got in at a great price, and then I sold on that very next candle. So this trade, it was super quick. Under a minute, probably 10, 15 seconds scalp, and I made $90. So that was awesome on only 200 shares. So do the math here. 200 times 475. This is under $1,000 of capital needed to make this trade. So again, a very nice move, and locked up the $90. So that was great. Came back here, and I got in for that next move up, and it continued to go up. I mean, this thing really, really had legs. But at this point, I'm making my second trade. I usually like to keep it to one trade, and then I have to get ready. I have my kids, right? I got to get them off to school. Lunches got to go in the lunchbox, all that kind of stuff. And then I have to get myself ready for work. So this is, usually I'll have a very limited window to trade. Like I said, between 7 and 9, I get my trades in, I shut it down, and I move on with my day. So really, really happy to see this momentum in the market. It's great right now. Very, very solid momentum. And this stock actually held up. A lot of times they'll go up and then they'll come back down during the day. This stock actually held a lot of its gains, which is pretty cool to see. Now I have a post-market, and by the way, this stock hit my momentum scanner in the pre-market. That's how I first saw it. It hit the momentum scanner before it even hit my pre-market scan. So it came up here right at the top, and I jumped on it. So that was great. The scanners are working good. I'll link this, the way that I make my scanner. I'll link it in the description for you guys, so you can do it, for yourself. This is Thinkorswim. This is the platform that I use. Really, really like it. Been using it for a very long time. And yeah, so I stick to what I like. And I also have a post-market movers here. This is good for me when I come home from work. Sometimes I will take trades in the after hours. So if you want to click on some of these stocks that are making some nice moves, move in the after hours. This is a really good move on PMAX, AEMD. That's a very nice move also. So if you guys are trading any of these, let me know in the comment section if you took advantage of some of these aftermarket movers. That's nice to see. I mean, we're seeing great momentum, and I hope it continues. So that's it for me. Quick video here. Hit the thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, guys.